real musicians. Just listen to some of this and it'll blow that poppy trash music right out of your head. As he puts the disc in the top of the radio and then closes the top lid, and this upbeat music plays in the background. And then Mordecai does, wait, and he does this move, and he's like, oh man, that's like the best part. And Rigby sleeps, and then Mordecai says, Rigby, love it in the summertime, as he wakes up. He's like, what? I think your song just put me to sleep or something. And then Mordecai stops the music, and he's like, man, you have no taste in music. Look, all I know is that this song is still stuck in my head. And then Mordecai goes over to the trash bin, and he's like, all right, well, what if we just sit down and listen to the entire summertime song beginning to end? That way your brain will have closure and it can move on. And then they put the tape back into the radio, and it goes, it's summertime, and you know what that means. Gonna head out to the beach, gonna do squeegee things. And Mordecai's like, I can't stand this. I'm gonna wait outside. And then he opens the bedroom door, and then in the background, the door slams. And then Rigby goes on top of Mordecai's bed, and then off to the side of the table. Well, it goes, feels just right, gonna gather my friends, gonna party through the night. It's summertime and love the hand, baby, why can't you be mine? Summertime and love the hand, party in the summertime. As the music cuts, and then Mordecai's head peeks out through the side of the door into the room. He's like, well, dude, did it work? And he's like, and then he sings, I think it worked, but I can't be sure, as he goes up from the floor, and he's like, well, maybe I should listen to the song a little bit more. And then Mordecai puts his head like this. He's like, oh man, it's even worse now. Time to take a different approach. And then there's the shot of their toilet where Rigby dunks his head into the toilet, and he comes up all drenched up, and then he nods, no, it didn't work. And then it cuts to their living room where Mordecai starts up a lawnmower, a blender, whirling, and a pencil sharpener. And the Rigby nods, no, it didn't work either. And then it cuts to their front yard where Muscle Man taps Rigby with a helmet. He's like, bang, 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 bang. Wait, stop. It's not working. The song's still stuck in my head, as he takes off the helmet. The Muscle Man's like, you have a song stuck in your head? As he throws the helmet over to Muscle Man, but the Muscle Man dodges it, and then it wipes in a clockwise direction again. And then Mordecai's like, man, we're running out of options here. Let's see. And then we hear the summertime song in the background, as Mordecai goes, dude, turn it off. I'm trying to think. Dude, stop playing the tape. We've already tried. As Mordecai gives a gaps, and then Rigby's like somehow magically singing the summertime song, and then it goes on and off. As Mordecai goes, what's wrong with you? I don't. And then the music starts playing again. Then it stops again, and he's like, I don't know, I can't. And then he sings the music again, and he's like, control it. Then he starts singing again, and he's like, Mordecai's like, we gotta find Skips. And then it wipes, and then it cuts to Skips' house. And then Skips is like, yeah, I've seen this before. And then Rigby holds still for Skips. Then he like punches him really hard, and he bangs up against the wall. And then he's like, ow! And he acts like a baby. I was like, what was that for? Well, you're not thinking about the song anymore, are you? And then there's Snickers turning to laughs like, and then Rigby's like, it's not funny. And then he like magically sings the song again. And he's like, seeing if it didn't even work. Look, seriously, I don't know what's wrong with you. Just sleep it off. You'll probably forget about it in the morning or something. And then it dissolves to their bedroom, where we see Rigby on his trampoline sleeping. He's like, and then his eye opens, and it cuts to this little fantasy area where there's nothing inside, and he's like, hello, 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 hello. As it echoes and nobody's around him, and then this big boombox shows up, and he's like, and then it plays the song really loudly as he covers his ears. He's like, it's summertime, and you know what that means, gonna head out to the beach, and then he like runs away from it, and then there's another boombox coming up from the other side of him, and then they like double in size as they play the song, and then Rigby's like, get out, get out, get out! And he like reaches into his ear, pulls out the rusty tape, and he like throws it off as far as he can, and it like goes off screen. Then Rigby celebrates like, yeah, and then he has a gaps, and then this big shadowy cassette turns into like a human, and it runs toward him at sonic speed, and then Reggie gives us this little shocked, scared expression, and then it cuts back to the bedroom where the next morning he wakes up like and he touches his hand. It's like, the song, it's not there anymore. And then he goes over to Mordecai's bed. He's like, Mordecai, well, what's up? The song's not in my head anymore. That's awesome, dude. And I never have to hear that dumb song again. Then he has the gaps and he looks over to the other side of the room, and then the cassette wears sunglasses and does a dab to the beat of the song as it plays in the background. Then Mordecai's like, what the heck is that? And it keeps dancing back and forth. And then Ruby's like, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Well, I think the song must have left your head and manifested itself into a physical form. And then it like dabs to the beat of the music. And then Ruby's like, well, does it have an off switch? Well, I don't know, said Mordecai. And Ruby's like, hey, dancing song, dude, knock it off. And then he like, runs to the beat. Then Ruby goes over to him. He's like, dude, come on, quit it. Sorry, man, I'm sick of this song. And then the capsule like slaps him really hard on the head. And he's like, get off, as he attempts to like knock it down, but instead it like dives through the chest. And he's like, oh my gosh, it's a ghost tape. Then he like crawls along the floor of the room, and the music continues playing. And he's like, dude, calm down. It's not a ghost, it's just music. Because we all know that you can't touch music, but music can touch us. Then Ruby's like, oh, barf. How do we get rid of it? I don't know. If you just ignore it, it'll probably just go away. And the music continues playing as it disrupts their kitchen breakfast cereal, and then them watching TV in the living room as it blocks the TV screen. And then it cuts to the outside of the park where they're mowing the lawn, and it follows along.